Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with the video, and today I'm going to be talking about why the Boston Celtics cannot and will not beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now before I get into this, I'm not a Cleveland Cavalier fan, I'm not a Boston Celtics fan, I'm a New Orleans Pelicans fan. I'm completely neutral on this series. I could care less who wins the game, I just want to see a good series. And right now the Boston Celtics are pretty much shocking the world. I mean, they beat Philly, no one thought they would. They made it this far in the playoffs without Kyrie Irving, no one thought they were going to. And they won the first two games at Boston, which no one thought was going to be possible, but now it's tied 2-2. So I'm getting into 3 reasons why I don't think the Boston Celtics will be able to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers this year in the playoffs. So without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. First one is pretty much going to be that they're too young. I mean, that's what a lot of people are using against them, that they're just so young that they don't really know how to win these clutch games. As right now, they are the 6th youngest team in the entire NBA, and we've seen like teams like that were supposed to be projected to do more than what the Celtics are doing right now just completely crumble under the pressure just because how young they are. I mean, look at the Philadelphia 76ers. They were projected to win the conference finals, possibly win the East, at least go to the conference finals and beat the Celtics. They ended up losing 4-1, and then Ben Simmons, potential rookie of the year, only scored 1 point. They completely crumbled over the pressure of that series. And I mean, yes, Boston's young too, but Boston has a better coach, and I think coaching is the thing that won that series, which is a big reason why Philly is no longer in the playoffs. I mean, when people projected them to be as good as they were supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, with how young the Celtics are, I mean, they're just not like old enough to be able to win like at this type of pace, and that their age has shown throughout the entire playoffs. I mean, they're terrible on the road in the playoffs. They're 1-8 right now. 1-8. That is awful on the road. I mean, you have to win some games on the road to win a playoff series. Luckily for them, they've had home court advantage every time, and they're going to continue to have home court advantage every time until the finals. But I mean, if they didn't have home court advantage, they would already be out of the playoffs with how bad they've been playing on the road. Like they've been awful on the road, and they're undefeated at home so far, so that's a huge thing. But if they lose one game at home, the series is pretty much over because of how bad they are on the road. So if they just have one bad game at home and lose, well, the chances of them winning on the road and actually winning the series is slim to none just because of how bad they've been on the road. But now my second reason is going to be the Cavs role players have been showing up. I mean, these guys have been playing out of their mind, probably their best basketball they've ever played. Like, besides Kevin Love and LeBron, I mean, they can't win it all by themselves every game. So with their actual like role players stepping up, especially Kyle Korver and J.R. Smith and all them stepping up lately, that is huge for them. In the past 2 games, the Cavs role players have scored 60 points or more in both of them, and it's shown as the Cavs have been absolutely dominating the Celtics. Even last game, when they only won by like 9 points, let's be honest, they were winning the entire game. And I mean, at halftime they were up 19. They had control of that game all the way through. I mean, there's a couple times where it got close, but you could tell who was going to win that game the entire time. I mean, LeBron and the Cavaliers, pretty much, they weren't going to lose that last game. And I mean, this year in the playoffs, every game where the role players have scored over 40 points or more, they are 10-2. They have won 10 games and only lost twice when their role players only scored 40 points or more combined. So I mean, that is enormous. And I mean, the game plan of just guarding LeBron is not working, as like, because LeBron, no matter who you put on LeBron, if you double team him or not, he's still going to get at least 20 points a game. So I mean, if you're only focusing on LeBron and hoping that the role players don't go off, I mean, if any of the role players, like Kyle Korver has been deadly so far, so if any of the role players start scoring or going off, your entire game plan is over, because their only game plan is to guard LeBron. So when their role player, when Tristan Thompson's getting 13, Kyle Korver's getting 14, that's damn near, that's 20 points from them, and then 5 from Clarkson, 5 from somebody else, 10 from J.R. Smith. I mean, you can't do that. They're gonna have to start actually guarding everybody and not just focusing on LeBron, because their game plan is obviously getting exposed badly. And if they stay in that game plan, the Cavs are going to win, especially if the role players keep playing like they've been playing. But now my third and final reason is going to be LeBron is too good / too smart. I mean, he's a GOAT for a reason. Like, he's either the second best or the best player to ever live for a reason. I mean, he realized what the Celtics were doing, that they're just trying to lock him up and let the role players eat, and like not let him get those 40-point games. Well, I mean, he is starting to realize that he doesn't need to fade away and shoot threes since they're guarding him so high. No one can guard you to the paint no matter who you are, so he's just driving to the paint, which is resulting in Smart, Morris, and Hill just getting in very bad foul trouble and making making them get off the court, and then LeBron can do what he wants to do, drive, shoot threes, do everything because their better defenders aren't on him. I mean, just look, last game Brown had 5 fouls, and Marcus Smart and Marcus Morris also had 5 fouls. I mean, that's crazy. And then in game 3, Morris had 3 fouls, and Brown had 5 fouls. I mean, to get them off the court like LeBron's been doing is amazing, and I mean, for him to just be exposing Brad Stevens' game plan like he is, that's another huge thing, because not only are you like getting Jaylen Brown off the floor, but even when the switches come now the role players can get going because the better defenders and the better players are also off the court. So I mean, Brad Stevens is going to have to do something way different because they can't guard LeBron. He's making them get foul trouble and everything. And then if you don't foul LeBron going in the paint, well, it's going to be a dunk or an easy layup. Or, I mean, so it's kind of pick your poison. You can't even pick your poison because LeBron's going to get his no matter what. And then when Jaylen Brown comes off the floor, he's still going to get 40 points. I mean, like, they have been playing outstanding. I think LeBron, like, for the past 2 games has had 40 points. He's had 3 40-point games this playoff series already. He had a 40-point triple-double. He's obviously guarding LeBron is not working. Like, that's obviously not going to happen. So he needs to change his game plan because LeBron is just too good to lock down. Maybe it worked the first game, but I mean, besides the first game, he has went off every single game. So they're going to have to change that game plan, or it's just going to keep getting them out of the game early because Jaylen Brown has to sit down, so does Marcus Smart, and once the players go down, it pretty much goes downhill from there, and then you're risking them fouling out. If they foul out, it's definitely over, especially Jaylen Brown, who's a huge part of your offense and even defense right now. So I mean, you just have to do something different. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And comment below, do you think LeBron and the Cavaliers will end up winning this series? Do you think the Cleveland LeBrons are going to lose? Do you think the Celtics will go to the finals? Who do you think is going to be the finals matchup? I want to hear all your thoughts below. And if you have any video ideas you want me to make for y'all, comment those below, as long as they're not like Mr. Beast videos, how many rubber band, like clickbait ass videos, alright? As long as they're not that, as long as they're basketball related, I will make those for you as soon as possible. And I mean, I hope you have a blessed day. Hope everyone has a blessed day. I had a blessed day. Y'all need to have a blessed day. Everyone have a blessed day and have a great summer. At least I'm out in the summer. If you're not, that sucks to be you. But like I said, have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo.